Happy holidays! Hello everyone, it's Robin here and welcome, welcome! I'm happy to see you all today. So today we're going to talk books, and more specifically we're going to talk winter reading. I am really excited about this video. When Tracie from Midwest Craft Chat approached me about our collaboration video this month, she suggested we do a winter reading bucket list, so to speak, and I was like, yes, I'm here for that. So I have today 9 books that I'll be sharing with you that kind of last through winter. I decided one thing I needed to do was I really needed to hit my bookshelves back there. So 6 of the books come from there, and they're books I already own. That is quite a fun stack. So we will be talking about these, but I have a few new ones too to share with you. So this winter reading bucket list, it kind of goes through the whole gamut of winter. There's a lot of holiday, there's some romance, you know, Valentine's Day hits in there. There's even a New Year's book, and then cold and wintry books, all the fun things. I can't wait to get started. So let's flip this camera down and talk books. I'm looking forward to all the winter reads, and I'm really excited about putting this page together from a reading journal. So I have 2 pages from my reading journal here, and as you can see, we already have them started. They're already started. Well, we'll get to that. Here are the stickers that I'll be using. This is Winter Vibes script because we're doing winter vibes, all the books with the winter vibes. I'm a seasonal reader, and I really just want options. And we're hitting all the winter moments that happen. So I'm really excited about that. I'm pulling in some book icons. We'll show you how we're going to use those, and I'm really going to have fun with these snowy fun ornament boxes. I have 9 books, and there's 9 circle ornament boxes here, and I'm really excited about that. So we're going to have some fun hanging ornaments. I have snowy fun script in case I want to put in a little quote in there, and we have some country Christmas borders, which, as you can see, I already put them at the top here because I got very excited. This is like the bough border, like the leafing from the trees. We're going to hang the ornaments from it. But first, we're going to put our books in because that's the main event, right? So I have them all right here. I have the covers because I love making book covers and putting them in my planner. It's so much fun. And I'm just going to kind of scatter them all around here so that you can see them. Those are the books that we're going to be adding to this. So when Tracie asked me if I wanted to do a winter reading list for our collaboration video this month, I was very excited because she had just done one for fall, a fall reading list, and she did a collage kind of a deal, and that was very inspiring. So we're going to take note of that, and we're going to do a little collage ourselves. I'm just kind of placing them around here, and yeah, I think we're going to do it like this. These are printed on sticker paper. You can print them on cardstock or paper or photo paper, whatever you want to do. They are 2.5 inches tall, and I get these book covers off of either Amazon, or I'm putting them kind of in order here. You'll see this here in a second. Amazon or Goodreads, or just Google them. However you need to get the book covers, and then I just print them. So I'm hitting all of the moments of winter here. You'll see a lot of holiday books, of course, but then we get into others. So we have a lot of holiday books going on here. We're getting into New Year's, winter in New York, The Nightingale. We'll talk about that when I get to it. And the Spells Love is going to be for my Valentine's moment in here. But again, most of them are holiday because that's where we're at now, and that's what I'm feeling, all the jolly spirit. Okay, I'm loving the way this looks, and I think this is how we're going to put it in. Oh, I'm excited to get started. So I think what we'll do is I'm going to put these off to the side here like this. I'll talk about these books as we put them in. The first one is The 12 Dates of Christmas. This is by Jenny Bayless, and this is a book I have, and I've had this for a little while. It's paperback, and it's all floppy and fun, and I love how it feels, and you think that you just want to carry this around and read it, which you'd think I would have, but we're going to do it now. We're going to do it now, and this is One Woman, 12 Mr. Rights. What could go wrong? So I'm excited to get into this book here. And I love the cover. It's really fun. So again, I put these on sticker paper because that's what I have here, but you can put it on anything. But yeah, this will be fun. We're gonna just put it right up here at the top. So this book takes place in England, and it's about Kate. She's 34. She's kind of being grumpy about Christmas, and her BFF signs her up for a dating service to find love before the holidays. So she has 23 days of Christmas, 12 dates. So do you think she'll find love? Well, it's a rom-com, so I'm thinking, you know, maybe. I don't think that's a spoiler. But I'm excited to see all these dates because I think some will probably be disastrous, some could be fun, and there's probably a lot of holiday going on in the dates. So that's what I'm really looking forward to. So that's the 12 dates of Christmas. Oh, the next book we have here is The Santa Suit, and that is another one I have right here. I've had this on my shelf so long, it's discoloring the cover. How does that even happen? But I think it looks okay. It just is a variation of color. The cover is really cool because of all the lights. It's raised. They're raised and you can feel them. And it's a very Christmassy looking book. Look at that. Yeah, I'm loving this book. So this is by Mary Kay Andrews. And it's a shorter book, which is always nice during the holidays. Sometimes you want just a quick little holiday moment, a little holiday read. This one is Miracles Happen Where You Least Expect Them. So that sounds like it could be one of those heartwarming books. So I'm just going to place this right about here. So Ivy, she's newly divorced and she buys this farmhouse that needs a lot of help and attention and is just filled with junk. So as she's going through, looking through it, she discovers this suit, this Santa suit. And in the pocket of the suit is a Christmas wish from a girl who just wants her father to return home from the war for Christmas. So she goes on this quest to find out who wrote this note. So that has a lot of heartwarming feels for sure. So I think that one will be a nice one. Okay, we're getting into some books that I don't own because I needed to get some new stuff too because, you know, it's the holidays and all those things. And this one I've been hearing so much about. It's How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. This is by Megan Quinn, and just look how much fun that is. So, of course, this is giving Grinch vibes for sure because of how the cover goes and the title of it. This is a holiday enemies to lovers romance. So, yeah, that sounds like fun. It even looks like fun, right? So there's this town that is a very year-round Christmas town, and that's where this takes place. And it starts with, it's enemies to lovers. So it starts with Cole, who, let me do the next one. I'm on this one. Who starts with Cole, who is he's very grumpy about Christmas because he's lived in this town this whole time and it's Christmas all over the place. There's this annual Kris Kringle contest, and Story, who this is about, her name is Story, she arrives and moves in next door to take care of her aunt, and they knew each other, I guess, when they were younger and they're enemies. And she's determined to win the Kris Kringle contest. Well, Grumpy Cole says, over my dead body. So we'll see what happens with that. He doesn't like Christmas, but he doesn't want her to win. So that sounds like a lot of chemistry. It sounds like a lot of fun. It sounds very much like How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Are we going to change his heart a little bit? It reminds me a lot of the Hallmark romances where, you know, the major Christmas towns and all the Christmas goings on. I'm here for that. We are here for that. Although I think it'll be more funny. For sure. The next one, I don't have this. I've heard a lot about. I really want to read this one too. Just look at the cover. I mean, that looks super fun, right? Yes. One Big Happy Family by Susan Mallory. So this story is about Julie, who is the mother of, I believe it's 3 adult children who all have plans for the holidays and won't be home. So she makes plans with her new boyfriend, who I believe is younger than her, and I don't think anybody knows about it. And I think there's something about a cabin and spending time in the cabin for Christmas. Well, all of a sudden, all the adult kids decide that they're coming home one by one. And what it says is, she couldn't love her kids more, but hopes that just this once, please don't come home for Christmas. And I think it's because they had all said they weren't, and she was planning on hanging out in the cabin and having a quiet Christmas. But everyone wants to come home, and I think that that gives me Christmas with the Cranks vibes, where you don't think the kids are coming home and then they do, and then all of a sudden it's this mad dash to make Christmas happen. So I think it's something like that. And there's also the dynamic of this new boyfriend and, you know, what's that going to do in the family. And I think other family members come home too. I think maybe her mother or somebody comes back too. I don't know, but mayhem happens and chaos. And, you know, Christmas, chaos, mayhem, family, I'm here for that too. So that one looks like a lot of fun. That's one big happy family. Okay, we're going to move on to the other side of the page. This one I don't have either. This is Everyone This Christmas Has a Secret by Benjamin Stevenson. And this one's more of a mystery. I don't have this book, but I got this because this month I'm reading this. Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone by Benjamin Stevenson. And this was a really good book. I'm enjoying it a lot. Look at all of this craziness happening up here. So this is kind of like an old detective story. So think back on like the guy in the trench coat standing by the streetlight in the dark and the fog rolling in. Yeah, this kind of, it reads that way. So our main character here is Ernest Cunningham, and he is a lover of mysteries. And he's a big fan of that. But all of a sudden, these mysteries keep happening in his life and he has to solve them. So that's giving me like Murder, She Wrote type vibes. But this is just more of that detective style, and it's in his voice. And this is book 3 of 3. The other one was book 1. And I don't think there's spoilers. I think you can read them out of order, but I think reading 1 made me understand him and his family a little bit, which is nice, but I don't think you have to. So he finds himself in these real life mysteries, and now he's backstage at this magic show, and this world famous magician is putting on the show, and his benefactor for the show has been murdered. So who did it? Well, the fun part about this is really how it reads. He lays the clues out for you so that you can go along and solve it. So if you're a real fan of those real type mysteries where you can try to solve the murder, and he talks you through it, then this is definitely for you. Rod and I love playing escape room type games and doing that type of stuff. So I really think I'm going to love this book. I'm enjoying the other one. So I'm definitely going to love this. But also this one is all about during the holiday, during Christmas. So there's presents, there's families, there's this impossible murder, and maybe 2. It's promising maybe 2, but it's all done in deadly advent calendar form of clues. So it kind of follows an advent calendar with the clues, and I'm really enjoying that. I think I will really enjoy that a lot. So I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so we're on to our next book, The Rewind. Now we're hitting into New Year's, and I have this book too. Check it out. Isn't that cover gorgeous? That deep, deep blue is so pretty with the gold. So this is from Book of the Month, and a lot of my books I've been getting from Book of the Month. That's been filling out my collection, and I just need to get cracking on reading them. So this says, Tonight They'll Fall in Love Like It's 1999. Oh my gosh. So yeah, this is Allison Wynne Scotch, and this is definitely our New Year's read. So I'm really looking forward to that. This is about 2 exes. So, we have 2 people who were together and then they're not anymore. And then they are. So what's going to happen, right? So 2 exes, they wake up together and find wedding bands on their fingers. And no idea how they got there. And they have just one New Year's Eve at the end of 1999 to figure out this whole thing. So it's it's Frankie and Ezra. So they broke up before graduation, and then 10 years later they meet up at a wedding, and then they wake up and Ezra's grandmother's wedding ring is on Frankie's finger. So what happened here? So they have to figure this out. It's nostalgic, it's rom-com-y, and all kinds of fun. So that sounds really good, and I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so the next one, we're just hitting winter, and it's winter in New York. Yeah, we like winter in New York. We've got a big snow globe here. Looks like exciting things happening. Josie Silver is our author, and I have this book right here. So yeah, this one looks like a lot of fun too, because it involves cooking and chefs and that type of thing. And you know, we all love the food. We like the food stuff. So Iris moves to New York. She's a young chef. I'm going to put this one more on the straight side so that I can even the two out. So she's a chef. She moves to New York and she goes to this family-run gelato store that she has seen in her mom's photos. So she's looked through her mom's old photos, saw this gelato store, and then she meets Gio. He's the shop manager, and the store is in danger of closing, or he's the owner, or the son of the owner, or something like that. It's in danger of closing, and through all the things happening, she finds that she has this secret gelato recipe from her mom, who had given it to her. That is their gelato recipe. So she goes, how do I have this? What is the connection between the mom and this shop and this family, and the store's closing and they just want to perfect their gelato recipe, and she has it. So she goes to help them, and you know, family secrets and fun ensues. We'll see what happens. But it's New York, and it's food, and it's holiday. No, it's not really holiday. It's just winter. It's just winter, which is enough for New York. Okay, we're winding down, and we're getting down to Kristen Hanna, The Nightingale, and I have this book right here. This has been on my list to read for so long. It was on my list to definitely read this year, but I didn't do it. But I love Kristen Hanna. She is one of my favorites. This is historical fiction, and I really am looking forward to reading this book. And to me, it really is giving cold, wintry vibes, because it is about World War II, German-occupied, war-torn France, and it's about the women of the war. More specifically, two sisters who take very different paths. So I think it'll be really interesting. I love Kristen Hanna, but I kind of need a break after I read one, because it really sometimes takes an emotional toll on me. But I'm looking forward to reading it. It feels like a very wintry type read, so heavy into January and stuff. I think that will be a great one to get to. Okay, next, This Spells Love by Kate Robb. And I'm pulling this in because I have it. And you know, it feels like a Valentine. You know, it's about love. All the love. What if one little wish changed everything? So that's what we have going on with this book. So this is about our character Gemma, who has a breakup. She gets broken up by her boyfriend. And in one drunken evening, she and her kooky aunt get together with her BFF Dax, and they make a spell. It's not a witchy book, I don't think, but they just kind of make this spell. I think they're just regular people. We're just making a spell, and wants to erase the ex from her memory. Well, she wakes up and the spell has worked, but the problem is now her BFF Dax, I think, who they probably are kind of getting, I think it's a friends to lovers situation. Her BFF Dax doesn't know who she is. So it's her trying to figure all of that out. What it says here is that she wakes up in an alternate reality where she's lost more than she wished for in this witty, whimsical Friends to Lovers debut. Oh, it's a debut. So that's really cool. Okay, so I have these on here. Let me trim the sides off. Okay, oh my gosh, I think that looks really cool and reminiscent of Tracie's collage that she did, only these are on the edges. Because I wanted to keep the centers open because I want a way to track reading these books. I don't just want to put books out there. I want to be responsible. I want to take account and actually track, and I really just want to use these circle stickers, which is what we're going to do right now. Before we put those on, I want to put a title on. So I'm going to pull off the winter vibes. And I think I want to pull off this books down here too. And I want to fit the winter vibes right about here. That looks about right. Just to give it a little bit of a title, because that's how I'm doing this one. They're my winter vibes books. And I think I'm going to put the word books right here. And I'm gonna write out the word with because I wanted to say books with winter vibes. Let's just take this Micron 08 that I'll be using in a bit. And I'm just gonna write out the word with. There, see? It works. Okay, let's do the fun part. And I think I'm just gonna alternate these. And I'm gonna put 4 on the left side and then 5 on the right so that they're kind of in the same general direction as their books. Do I want to start with that color? Let's start with this color because I'm afraid I don't want that color next to it. We'll start with the lighter color. So we're going to put 1 here. Yes, look at that. That is super fun, super fun. And I want to draw strings on them. So let's do that. I'm going to bring in a ruler and this gold pen. And because I kind of want them straight. I mean, you could just draw them freehand, but that's a lot of strings. So I'm just going to take the ruler-ish and just draw a line up to that. And if I run into something, we'll figure it out. Okay, look at that. Oh my gosh, that looks so cool. Let me show you. So you can see how I went around the letters for this. Oh my gosh, so much fun. I am loving this. I have 2 pins here. We're gonna write the titles of each book inside of the ornament. So our first book is The 12 Days of Christmas. This is a Micron 08, so it's a thicker pen. So we're gonna just write 12 dates of Christmas. So I use this thinner Muji, it's a 0.38 to write some of the littler words so they would all fit. Okay, I'm gonna write all of these in, so why don't you listen to some fun festive music while I do it. Okay, oh my gosh, we have these on here. I am really loving this. I like to change the way I write things around, but you know, I'm not too worried about how it's written. It's just in there. It's all in there. Okay, we are doing well. Let's put some trackers on here because I want to know when I read it. So I took the book icons and we're going to use these as our trackers. So if I put one on each one somehow, you know, kind of like that. Yeah, that's cute, right? Let's figure this out. Okay, look at that. That looks really cute. So I just put them in different positionings and places. I think that looks really fun. I love this. Okay, I want to put in some of these quotes. I really want this Hello Winter, because that makes sense. I don't want to go too holiday-like. Maybe I'll put 1 of each color. So we have this Hello Winter, and it's little. Let's put this right here. It's a nice little spot, nice little empty spot for it. Okay, so I want 1 down here and 1 down here. So we have red, we have Be Jolly, we have Holly Jolly. That's nice. Merry and Bright could be okay too. This, oh, I did that color. So let's look at the green then. We have a Joy. Let's pull this joy word. It's nice and big. And then this joy word would fit right here. Kind of sideways. Yes. And then now we need a red one. I like Holly Jolly. It's a kind of a big space, right? Or Be Jolly. Let's do Be Jolly. You know, it really could be any of them. Why are we making this so complicated? Be Jolly. And here we have it. Oh my gosh, I am obsessed with this. Let's get my reading journal and put it in. Okay, I have my reading journal here, and I think I'm going to put it in right after my TBR 5. These are the 5 books I said I needed to read this year. I read 3 of them, but you know, that's okay. I'm going to put it right over here and right before my DNF graveyard. And when I go to make my new reading journal, which will happen later this month, I will probably move this over to be in the new one since this goes through all of winter. Look how much fun that is. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to play in this page. So I use stickers from my Etsy shop, the Snowy Fun script and ornaments, along with some winter vibes and some book icons and, you know, all the things. So I'll put links down below in case you're interested in checking those out. Also, I'll link down below to Tracie's video. She's from Midwest Craft Chat, and we've been doing reading collaborations all year long. Super fun. I've been having a great time with it. We're doing it again next year, so you can look forward to another year of reading fun with the both of us. I'll put a link down below for her video today so you can see her winter reads lists. That way you're getting lots of ideas for some seasonal reading. And I hope I see you there. What books would be in your winter reading list? I would love to hear about them in the comments below because we can't have too many options, that's for sure. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Happy reading!